Welcome again to Oscars into Football. This is where we discuss and engage on anything to do with soccer from Africa to the world and from the world to Africa. Well, if you're seeing my face in this content for the first time, make sure to subscribe to this content, give us a like, comment on the section below on all the topics we talk about. Now, in this particular video, this episode, we are going to be talking about my predictions for the upcoming season. The Dstv Premiership starts on the 4th of July. So basically, I'll be giving you my overall predictions on who's going to be winning the Dstv Premiership, MTN8, the Culling Black Label, and Nedbank Cup. Obviously, before we start with champions, we got to start at the bottom first. Who will be relegated? Who will be on the playoff position? And who will be on the top 8? Who will qualify for CAF Champions League? Who will qualify on CAF Confederations Cup as well? First things first, my relegation candidates for this upcoming season, definitely without any shadow of doubt, Chippa United's name will always be up there. They just did something which I consider to be amateurish about a week or 2 weeks ago when they posted or tweeted on their timeline that they were looking for a left back. So anyone who thinks they fit their criteria, I think they had like the left back must be obviously left-footed. He must be a minimum of 1.8 meters and so forth. I thought that was unprofessional, amateurish, but who am I? I don't have a football club. Chippa United Football Club will do as they please with their football club. So I think they'll be fighting for relegation. I also think that Polokwane City will be counted there, and Richards Bay United. I'm not even leaving out Royal AM Mamkize. I mean, they are running that club as if they're running some spaza shop or some chisanyama somewhere. So these 4 clubs will definitely be fighting for relegation, and I think one that will be relegated this upcoming season is Polokwane City. Playoff position possibly might be Chippa or Richards Bay. Well, having said all of that, I also need to put it out there that we need to welcome the new boys to the big league. Welcome to Sean Bartlett and Cape Town Spurs. Welcome to Polokwane City, Rise and Shine. Western Cape people, you've got 2 clubs in the Premiership. We need to see those bums filling up the stadiums now. You have no excuse. You have Cape Town City and you've got Cape Town Spurs. Now going to the next subject, which is who will qualify for the MTN8 come end of the season. In no particular order, I think Mamelodi Sundowns, Orlando Pirates, Chiefs, Cape Town City, Sekhukhune United, Swallows, Morocco Swallows, and the last team to make that spot will definitely be AmaZulu. And then the most important one is this. Gordon Egerson came out and placed the demand on other clubs in the PSL to make means so that they can stop the dominance of Mamelodi Sundowns. He claimed that Orlando Pirates have done enough to stop the dominance of Mamelodi Sundowns. Gavin Hunt has built some form of a good squad at SuperSport United to compete with Mamelodi Sundowns. He also thinks that Kaizer Chiefs stands a chance of upsetting and removing and stopping and bringing to an end the dominance of Mamelodi Sundowns. I don't know what you think. Do you think Kaizer Chiefs stands a chance of winning the Premiership? They haven't done so since 2015. Do you think Orlando Pirates stands a chance of taking the title to Escudini Minzela? They haven't done so since the season of 2010-2011. Someone who is used to winning this is Gavin Hunt. And the last time he took a treble of the Premiership was when he was at SuperSport United. So you get a picture that this coming season will be better in competition. But I think it's going to be tough stopping Mamelodi Sundowns. Now, my predictions on who will win the DStv Premiership. It is clear and it is obvious. I think Mamelodi Sundowns have been doing this thing for the past 10 years. If they don't win it, they are runners-up. And I think this season will be no different, except that this coming season, Sundowns might have some resistance from Orlando Pirates and these other clubs that I have mentioned. But I think the winner, without any shadow of doubt, will definitely be Mamelodi Sundowns. I think the runner-up, a club that Sundowns will be taking with to CAF Champions League, will definitely be Orlando Pirates. I think they've built a Champions League winning squad. They've built a DStv Premiership winning squad. They've got a good squad. They've got they just signed Kamwidi from Nedbank United yesterday. They've got Kapinga. They've got brilliant attack. They've got elite midfielders. They've got good defenders. They've got brilliant fullbacks. Their goalkeeping department has always been questionable over the years, but I think last season, China proved to be a number one that will be there for the longest of time. So I think 1 and 2 will definitely be Sundowns and Orlando Pirates. Now, our version of the Community Shield Cup is MTN8. It's basically the top 8 teams that qualify. That end the season on the top 8 positions. They now then qualify for the MTN8 competition. I honestly think that Pirates and Sundowns have had a decent pre-season. We don't know these other teams because we know nothing. They don't say anything on social media. They don't tweet anything. They don't post anything on Facebook. We just see them when we see them when the season starts. There is literally nothing. But the big three, we have a track record of following of what's happening in their pre-season. Sundowns started in Northwest, just like Pirates also started at Northwest with their pre-season. They then went to Europe. Pirates went to Spain. Sundowns is still in Netherlands. Their pre-seasons have gone well. Probably all players were used when they went out there. So I also think that the loss Mamelodi Sundowns had in the MTN8 quarterfinals last year against Paris, that 3-0 defeat probably still pains Rulani Mukwena and Klokop. Therefore, I think they will want to hit the ground running come the start of this season. Therefore, I believe that Mamelodi Sundowns will definitely have a domestic double this coming season. They will win the Dstv Premiership and they'll take the MTN8. Coming to Culling Black Label, it's coming back, replacing Telkom Knockout. It normally starts around October, November, with the final always being played in December. This is where I think Pirates and Sundowns, the load will be mounting on their players with the travels up and down in Africa. I think this is where Sundowns, they will compete, but I don't see them going all the way. Therefore, I'm giving the Culling Black Label, I'm giving the Culling Black Label to Orlando Pirates or SuperSport led by Gavin Hunt. I think Gavin Hunt is going to be a hard nut to crack this season. He's got his type of players. He has brought in some, cashed in on by selling some. So I think Orlando Pirates or Gavin Hunt will take the Culling Black Label. Now the last competition of the season is Nedbank Cup, which is our version of FA Cup. in England. I think if you watch my episode 1 on this channel, you will know that I had put it out there that I think this is the year Kaizer Chiefs will end their trophy drought, their 8-year trophy drought, and I'm giving the Nedbank Cup to the Amakosi faithful as to who will compete. Always, Sundowns parents will always be counted, but I think the desperation of the Naturena-based team, they will do anything in their powers in order for them to win something this season, and I honestly believe that they'll definitely take a trophy, and the Nedbank Cup, I am giving it to them. So the relegation is, I've mentioned it all, and I've mentioned that CAF Champions League will go to Pirates and Sundowns, and then CAF Confederations Cup position, which is the 3rd position, will probably be taken by Kevin Hunt. I don't see Chiefs doing that well in the league, as much as they will take 1 silverware, but I don't see them doing that well in the Premiership. So the 3rd position will definitely be Kevin Hunt. The only way for Kaizer Chiefs to go back to Africa is for them to win Nedbank Cup, which I've already given to them. So that is, guys, my predictions for the season. Please do engage, please do comment on your predictions for the season. Who will win the Premiership, the Cullen Cup, the MTN8, the Nedbank Cup? Who are your relegation candidates? Who will be on the playoffs position, which is number 15? I still think that's just a ridiculous idea of giving a lifeline and a chance to a team that played 30 games but still has a chance to go back to the league by handing them over to play in the playoffs. I think that playoffs idea for a Premiership team is just ridiculous. I think it should be scraped out, but that's my opinion, and that is why we have such engagement and we have such platforms. But anyway, thank you for watching, and thank you for your comments, and thank you for all those who continue to subscribe and engage, like and share this content with friends, families, and enemies. I really appreciate. Soon we will get to that 100 subscribers, and from 100 subscribers we're going for the 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, folks. God bless.